James Bradley, May 5, 1881 to March 12, 1954, was an English footballer who played in the Football League for Liverpool and Stoke. Born in Golden Hill, Stoke-upon-Trent, and joined Stoke from amateur side Golden Hill Wanderers as a 16-year-old in February 1898. Weighing 11 st. 70 kilograms, and standing at 6 feet 1.83 meters, Bradley played at wing half and used class. The Sentinel described him as having an old head on young shoulders with a fine turn of speed who tackles with excellent judgment. As a consequence of Alex Raisbeck's transfer to Liverpool, Bradley found himself part of a youthful, hard-working half-back line featuring 23-year-old Elfwood and fellow teenager Edward Garsons, and in the first season of this trio Stoke reached their first FA Cup semi-final, losing out 3-1 to Derby County. Following the departure of Parsons and Wood in 1901, 23-year-old Bradley found himself as the most experienced midfielder at the club. Now partnered by Tom Halford and George Baddeley, this new half-back line helped keep Stoke in the First Division for 5 more years. The press described Bradley as a model of consistency, but he was also a skillful player who became one of the first to use tricks. He would swing hard at the ball with his right foot and dummy the player facing him by kicking the ball with the outside of his left. Despite the quality of their midfield, year after year Stoke narrowly clung on to their top-flight status. Improvements to the Victoria Ground in 1903 cost £2,000, swallowing the club's already dwindling finances, and so the board agreed to sell their best players, with Bradley poised to join Plymouth Argyle in 1905. But he refused to join the southern side, was instead sold to Liverpool for £420. Making his debut in a Football League Division 1 match against Birmingham at Anfield on September 23, 1905, a game that the Reds won 2-0, he scored his first goal, the opening goal of the 4-1 home victory over Newcastle, 18 months later on March 23, 1907. Bradley, a left halfback, played 31 matches in his first season, which saw him gain a championship medal as the Liverpool took the title by 4 points, beating Preston into second spot. Bradley had an eventful Christmas Day in 1909. Regular goalkeeper Sam Hardy's absence saw Bradley take on the role. Bolton were the opposition and they had a shock as Bradley kept a clean sheet as Liverpool went on to hit the net 3 times. Bradley remained a regular member of the Liverpool starting lineup over the next 4 years, missing just 18 matches. Bradley lost his place during the 1910-11 season and left the club at the end of the season, joining Reading in the Southern League. He rejoined Stoke in 1913, who thanks to more financial problems were now playing in the Southern League. He still had the quality to inspire Stoke to the Division 2 title in 1914-15, which saw Stoke regain their Football League status. He retired at the end of the season and went on to work for the Stoke-on-Trent Highways Department, and for a short time did part-time coaching for Stoke's reserves before living out the rest of life in Blackpool. His brother, Martin, 1886-1958, played at inside forward for Grimsby Town, Sheffield Wednesday, and Bristol Rovers between 1907 and 1914. Martin's son Jack, 1916-2002, played at inside forward for various clubs in the 1930s and 1940s, including Swindon Town, Southampton, and Bolton Wanderers. Source: Liverpool Football League First Division champion, 1905-06. Stoke Southern League Division 2 champion, 1914-15.